Welcome to my channel, All Things Militia, where I discuss a lot about what's going on in the political world, but also topics that pertain to everyday life in general. If you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for your support, you guys. I really appreciate you. I've enjoyed reading your comments here recently, so keep it coming, you guys. If you see a video that you like, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button for me. Share the video, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. You can do all those things, and don't forget to subscribe. Want us to come on here real quick and share the clip that I had made mention of in another video that I did regarding the Al Smith dinner. This is a dinner that reportedly the candidates for president attend every election year, where they roast each other in good faith, and the benefits goes towards charity. So this was back in 2016 when President Trump ran against the Wicked Witch of the West, Hillary Clinton. And let's dive into it. If you haven't seen this, you guys, you need to, and you're interested in politics, this was a classic political event. I recommend you watch it. It will be well worth your time. I myself have watched it several times. It has given me so much joy on the inside to see a demon get called out straight to her face. Okay, and it's one of the things I like about President Trump is that he's straight to your face. Okay, these politicians, they come out poised and try to be diplomatic, but behind the scenes and what they sign into law lets you know everything you need to know about them. Okay, and so President Trump ushered in a new era of not being politically correct, just calling things for what they are. Okay, we're tired of the fakeness. We're tired of the pretense. Just let it loose. Just say it how it is. Yes, you have to be, professional in professional settings when it calls for it, and stuff. Because I heard a lot of people saying, well, he's not presidential. He don't know. He doesn't talk like a president. But honestly, you guys, when it come down to getting things done for the people, okay, as long as you're talking in truth, I can care how you put it. You just, as long as it's truthful, that's what we want. Okay, I'd rather have a rude truth than a sweet lie. Okay, so let's go into this. And like I said, it started off pleasant. Everybody was laughing, even her. And then the mood of the room changed right about around this mark.
Nah. Hillary is so corrupt.
You see his face?
She got kicked off the Watergate Commission. How corrupt do you have to be?
How corrupt do you have to be?
To get kicked off the Watergate
before
Commission.
You finally go to jail? Delete 33,000
Hillary
emails?
And has been in politics since the 70s. What's her pitch? The economy is busted. The government's corrupt. Washington is failing. Vote for me. I've been working on these problems for 30 years. I can fix it, she says.
I'm sorry, let me stop you guys. That lets you know all you need to know about these establishment politicians. Been in office for 30, 40 plus years. Hillary Clinton, Biden, Chuck Schumer, Mitch McConnell, Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, Elizabeth Warren. All these people been in political office since their hair was black. Their hair wasn't gray. Okay, all this time they've been in office, and nothing has been effectively done as far as in our favor, we the people. But every 4 years they come out, oh, we're going to work lives better, we're going to provide health care, we're going to provide better housing, we're going to do this, and nothing happens. The only thing that really happens is they keep getting rich off of our tax dollars.
I wasn't really sure if Hillary was going to be here tonight, because I guess you didn't send her invitation by email. Or maybe you did, and she just found out about it through the wonder of WikiLeaks. We've learned so much from WikiLeaks. For example, Hillary believes that it's vital to deceive the people by having one public policy and a totally different policy.
Typical politician.
Private. That's okay. I don't know who they're angry at, Hillary. You're right. For example, here she is tonight in public, pretending not to hate Catholics. Now, if some of you haven't noticed, Hillary isn't laughing as much as the rest of us. That's because she knows the jokes. And all of the jokes were given to her in advance of the dinner by Donna Brazile.
Now, guys, I have to stop real quick and say this. So when Trump debated Hillary back, in the 2016 presidential run, of course, the bought and paid for liberal moderators were debating against him as well, because every time he would get an applause from the audience, they would try to hush the audience. And when she would get applauded, they wouldn't do anything. They would allow the applause to go through. So it was clear as day how biased this was, how they have the media in their pockets, okay? But what's interesting is that, back in 2016, during a debate, it was found that Donna Brazile, which was a supposedly journalist, but a bought and paid for activist, I would say, had given Hillary Clinton the questions ahead of the debate, okay, which is a violation. And if that had happened on the other side, I wonder how the media would have spent that. But it seemingly they didn't really care much about reporting on Hillary Clinton. Okay, this is a woman who received a subpoena from the U.S. Congress. Okay, and after receiving the subpoena, deleted 33,000 emails reportedly, and acid washed them and smashed or hammered phones and hammered computers to get rid of evidence. Okay, so if you didn't have nothing to hide, why you go so hard to do that? Okay, and then you have the nerve to come out and call Trump an illegitimate president after he beat her fair and square in an election, because who would want a person that has been established in corruption as a commander-in-chief? Okay, when she was the Secretary of State during the Obama years, okay, we had troops in Benghazi that sent this woman reportedly over 600 emails pleading for their lives and were unalived because she ignored them. And then reportedly they found out that around the same time that they were sending her emails, she had sent out an email. Wicked, you guys. And that ain't even the tip of the iceberg when it comes down to the Clintons. So a lot of people believe that the Clintons have mafia ties or something, and they have to have some form of protection. I saw her reading a letter regarding the Rockefellers, and that's one of the families that's supposed to be at the top, Rothschilds, Rockefellers. I said, oh, there it is right there, because there's no way you can get away with all this corruption unless you had someone backing you, offering to kill your opposition reportedly, which is what she reportedly has done over the years. So, and that's why they call her, or have a nickname for her called Hillary. Let's carry on.
Everyone knows, of course, Hillary's belief that it takes a village, which only makes sense, after all, in places like Haiti, where she's taken a number of them.
I love it. Okay? Call her out to her face. Why didn't she sue President Trump for making all those statements about her if they were defaming? Why didn't she sue him? Because that would open up discovery into finding out that was true. It was, years ago when the country of Haiti experienced a devastating earthquake, and the Clinton Foundation, which President Trump is on record calling a criminal organization during one of their debates that they had in 2016. He said that's a criminal organization and everyone knows it. Okay? So that means these people are just allowing or have allowed this woman and others to get away with crimes knowingly. So they may be complicit. Okay? But at the same time, she was supposed to have used that foundation to raise funds to go towards helping rebuilding Haiti after the earthquake. But reportedly, Haiti did not receive a cent from her. Corrupt, you guys. Corrupt to the core. And that's why I found it very hypocritical, demonically hypocritical, of her to try to come out and claim no one is above the law, and Trump has 34 felonies for a bookkeeping error that they wanted to put on him about some business dealing he had that didn't have nothing to do with the country like these people who have been in office for decades, grifting off of the country, corruptly dealing, okay, in high positions of government, what the Bible says, wickedness in high places is what it's called, okay? Then ain't addressing all of that, but wanted to come after him for 34. She had the nerve to talk about him being a felon, and after with her record. So yeah, and this was a part of one of those debates. This is a classic clip. Many people say this is what won President Trump the election when he debated Hillary Clinton. I think this was the second presidential debate, if I'm not mistaken. But check this out, you guys, how, once again, he called her out to her face.
After getting the subpoena, you delete 33,000 emails, and then you acid wash them, or bleach them, as you would say, a very expensive process. So we're going to get a special prosecutor, and we're going to look into it, because you know what? People have been... Their lives have been destroyed for doing one-fifth of what you've done. And it's a disgrace. And honestly, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Secretary Clinton, I want to follow
demons have no
I'm going to let
shame.
you talk about email.
Because everything he just said is absolutely false, but I'm not surprised. In the first debate,
the audience.
And we
in the
really,
first
the
debate,
audience needs to
I
calm
told
down
people
here.
that it would be impossible to be fact-checking Donald all the time. I'd never get to talk about anything I want to do and how we're going to really make lives better for people.
Politician, 40 years,
once
still
again,
talking about making lives
go to
better.
HillaryClinton.com. We have literally Trump. You can fact check him in real time.
I'm sorry, I just got to say this. If you've been in political office for 40, 50 years and you still talking about how you got ideas of how you can make lives better for people, you are the problem. You are the problem. That's why many people want term limits, because when people are able to continue to run like this and stay in political office and grift off the taxpayers, then it's inevitable that there's going to be some form of corrupt and fraudulent dealing. But if we have term limits, because these are supposed to be public servants, they are supposed to work on behalf of we the people, not for themselves. And if we had term limits, that will cut out a lot of this corruption. Continue, Hill Dog.
Last time at the first debate, we had millions of people fact-checking, so I expect we'll have millions more fact-checking because, you know, it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
Look at the audience. You know, for the audience, let me put this on mute while I play the commercial. For the audience to applause like that, that means these people are aware. They are aware of her record. And of course, the bought and paid for moderators had to tell the audience members to be quiet. Okay, because we can't let the public see this, because we have an agenda. And that's to keep Trump from becoming president and put Hillary in place. But boy, wasn't she disappointed. She was disappointed so much so that on election night, she didn't even come out to greet her supporters. So that should tell you what she thinks about you. Didn't even come out to say, thank you for your support. I'm disappointed that I didn't win, but thank you so much for your... Didn't even come out. Okay? Doesn't give a darn about y'all. And then and they still have people that think that this woman is pro-America or cares about U.S. citizens. Give me a break. But yeah, you guys, that was another classic moment in political history. You can go back and if you want and watch that second debate that President Trump had against Hillary Clinton. He called out her. He called out Bill Clinton to his face, because you know when they came out with that tape that Trump had recorded years ago saying how when you're rich and powerful, women will allow you to do anything. You can grab them by the pee. And then the media had a field day with that. Oh, he said he grabs women by the pee. Do you see how these people spin stuff? I mean, it's clear as day what this man meant. And this is what has been going on since the beginning of time. When men are in high power positions and have a lot of money, they get to do a lot when it comes to women. Women throw themselves at them. There's a term called groupie. Okay? You can do whatever as long as you provide me the lifestyle. And they acted like he was being disrespectful to women. Meanwhile, she's sitting up here married to a man that did not have sexual relations with that woman. Lied on national television about that. And has been tied to so much sexual perversion. We don't even want to get on the Epstein case. But had the nerve to try to call out Trump for an audio that they pulled years ago, talking about how when you rich, you can. So I'm over it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you later.